So our paper explores how international movements like Me Too and the global North frameworks like the SDGs shape Lebanon's narrative around sexual harassment, and also how when these frameworks are applied to our context, they clash with local norms and realities. So therefore, we have adopted a hybrid framework where we look at power over and power to across indigenous and endogenous levels to see how power operates through international forces and national systems.
We began by analyzing a large body of transcriptions from a conference that we held. And then based on those transcriptions, we wrote this paper that allowed us to look at the power dynamics that are happening both within the country as well as with external frameworks. Based on this, it allowed us to really understand the nuances and the micro dynamics of conversation on the ground. And we leveraged this to allow us to first of all, mobilize and to learn and to listen, and to secondly, to work as a collective to move forward and push forward the passing of the law. So we found ourselves as two business professors and graduate students and our research associates in Parliament actually working on drafting the new law. And I think the value was that we used an analytic lens, a research lens, to allow us to understand the dynamics and therefore to be able to engage in a very productive way. We faced a lot of challenges. I think one of the first one was attempting to do feminist work in a business school. Was very challenging because oftentimes feminist work in a business school is, you should be in gender studies or you should be in sociology, you shouldn't be in a business school. So that was one challenge. Another challenge is when we were mobilizing with feminist activists, there was a lack of trust because we were in the business school, the heart of neoliberal market economics. We were seen, as a sort of the seat of oppression. And so it was very difficult to bring, sort of activists together with business people together and to try to move this agenda forward. But we learned that, you can still have multiple conversations, you can still bring people to the table, but not everybody has to agree. What they do have to agree on is the goal, which is anti-sexual harassment protections. But the logics and the way that you try to convince is going to be very different.
Also, what worked well is that our positionality within the American University of Beirut, AUB is well known in Lebanon, and it's perceived as a neutral entity. So we were able to use that position to meet with different entities and bring them together that otherwise they wouldn't sit together, like grassroots feminist activists and national gender machineries from the government.